Hello, people. You're welcome back to the channel. Oh my God. Can you see their faces? Ebubu, Ipeleng, Kanaga Jr., Khosi, Tsatsii, and Yvonne, they're looking stunning in this final picture of the finalists. Now, don't forget, in a few minutes' time, the finale will kick off, and your favorites might just be the winner of the show. Well, I told myself that today I ain't gonna waste your time. I'm just going to give you the lowdown of how the eviction show started and ended, because I know a lot of y'all are not getting to watch it as it happens. And of course, those of you that cannot see live streams because it could be risky for the creators or the live streamers, wherever. Anyway, so Ebuka and Lawrence started the show by talking about how the what you call it again, the results for who the winner is on in the house, in the arena, on the stage. We saw the ninjas bringing it to the stage, and then of course we saw the highlights of the experiences of all 24 housemates. It's been 78 days, and it's been a crazy journey. I wouldn't say I was feeling emotional while watching it, but I was like, oh my God. So we actually started from day one till this day. Thanks to all of you, both those that we drag each other, those who love my vibes, those who don't, those who share, those who are always here. Annette, Debbie, a lot of y'all, I keep forgetting the names, those from South Africa, Cameroon, Botswana, Nigeria, everywhere. It's amazing having you guys. Well, then we had a live stream which came from Nigeria talking about the sponsors Flutterwave and Bamboo. Now, Flutterwave said the reasons for their games being very sportified was because they needed to make it entertaining for us viewers and interesting for the housemates, and then trying their best to explain how their products work. That was why their games came through the way it came. And then we also had the representative from Bamboo, who said it's been a lot of visibility from everywhere, like from different countries. So now they would expand to Ghana and South Africa and even Kenya. Now, of course, we had a performance by Miyoko, who did 2 of his hit songs that are still trending, I think from last year to this year. It's been amazing, and I cannot wait to see how crazy it gets. Of course, I cannot help but acknowledge the fact that the last sponsors was Lotus Star, whose representative's mic was kind of bad. The interviewer had to exchange mics for him. And when he was done talking about their experience as a brand with Big Brother Titans and stuff, then they asked him, like, what does he think about what the winner would be, not what the winner would be or something. Maybe that was what they said, because right now I'm thinking that I forgot myself. Anyways, this guy literally said that they know who she is. I in my mind I'm like, ain't you talking about Khosi? Because girl was the biggest player of the show. Anyways, Big Brother had to give an acknowledgement speech to all the housemates, and I must tell you, it was indeed a mouthful and an earful. He started from Ebubu, then moved to Ipeleng after he encouraged them, you know, how amazing Ebubu was, the only guy who gets to be shirtless during the parties. They showed them their experience in the house, all the kisses, all the few statements of, oh, I'm not going to make friends. For example, Yvonne, and now she has a number of friends and possibly found love. We heard where Big Brother spoke about Ipeleng to be strong, to be amazing, to stand out. Literally, she almost broke down, like she broke down during her last diary session. The girl, like I've always said, has a lot of issues with her self-esteem. I'm like, she's beautiful, curvy, tall, her skin is glowing. What else is she looking for? She was complaining about how she, doesn't have makeup and stuff. Literally, the hair she was wearing and the makeup she did were all Yvonne's. But I must I don't know what kind of makeup Yvonne did to her. Or was she the one who gave herself the makeup? I didn't see it, but whatever. Big Brother and acknowledged the both of them, Ebubu, Ipeleng, telling them how he celebrates them. He moved on to I think Tsatsi Kanaga Jr. and Khosi, whom he told like that they're amazing. Kanaga Jr., the man with many speeches, he turned every task into something creative. Khosi, he literally referenced Khosi as King Khosi. I'm like, big brother, you've been watching the outside world. You're in the outside world and you've been watching what people are doing online, because literally literally on the names, he didn't acknowledge Kanaga Jr. as General KJ, right? But whatever. And then big brother acknowledged only one ship, that is Yvonne. I think Juicy J and Yvonne, saying that she possibly found her. Now, this was beautiful. As he was talking, I almost got emotional, but I was like, no, I ain't gonna fall for this shit. It ain't gonna work on me. All I care about is to scream and shout for the winner, because I cannot wait. And of course, it was time to announce how the winner was going to be. Ebuka wanted to start from, evicting people till the end. And then he announced that the first person to be evicted tonight is Ipeleng. Yes, Ipeleng is the 5th runner-up, the first person to get to the finale, and the first person to be evicted in the finale. Now, there was no tears, there was no sadness. It was all hugs, laughs from each of the housemates. She rejoiced down to the stage. Now, of course, before she was being interviewed on the stage, Ebuka and Lawrence showed us another highlight in the house and all the games and how they picked their pairs and stuff. When Ipeleng came to the stage, they asked her the question of, what was her experience? She said she came as someone who was in her shell, but now she's out of the box. She's ready to, enjoy the world and see what the world has for her. And then they needed to ask her the question that has been on everybody's lips. What has been the thing, Lukay started it, Miracle ended it, so what's up? And she said right now she is even wearing a bracelet that was a love gift from Lukay. And of course, she doesn't want to get her head wrapped up around everything about relationships. She just wants to focus on herself, but she's expecting anything and she's ready to go. And she didn't say anything about Miracle, but what was the shocking part was the time they said, oh, well, when she sees Lukay outside after the show, like at home or something like that, and she was like, he's not here, like the shock and disappointment and hurt in her voice and facial expression. I was like, girl, you don't know. So let me give you the lowdown. It will be the shock of a lifetime to find out that your favorite, your sweetheart, whom you called your comfort in the house, Lukay, is a married man and he has like 3 kids. Yes, girl, he has. I ain't gonna be the one to break your heart. Of course, Lawrence was the next to, announce the next person to be evicted. He said, if I mention your name, you have 30 seconds to bid your goodbye and leave the Big Brother house as you have been evicted from the Big Brother show season 1. And then he announced Ebubu, and it was a lot of screams. When Ebubu stood up, I was like, oh my God, boy, you're dressing good. I remember seeing him when he was doing his makeup. He was putting on foundation and powder, just, tone up his skin. I'm like, yes, daddy, give it to us. It was beautiful to see. What now shocked me the most, aside his makeup, and which is not a shock because after all, people who act movies do makeup, but his dressing was quite so nice. And then when he was called to the stage, I was in awe. People love Ebubu because the people in the show, the audience, were screaming and shouting and screaming. And I'm like, he gathers more following in South Africa than even in Nigeria, because it's amazing to see. Now, of course, Ebubu said he had a beautiful time in the house. It was difficult for him to make deep connections, which he also actually did, but because he's someone who wallows in solitude, it was a good experience to see him come out of his shell. He didn't build anything amazing as to intimacy, but he's glad he got the experience. Crazy as the show goes, of course, Ebuka had to announce the next housemate to be evicted from the show. And although she really wished that she would clutch to the money and be the ultimate winner, it was announced that Yvonne has been evicted from the show. She is the 3rd runner-up on the Big Brother Titans season 1. And of course, it was all smiles and hugs and laughs as she makes her way to the stage, where she was asked the question of, was her friendship genuine with the Coven girls, that is Jenni, Olivia, and Nana, and she said yes, it's from her end, it is genuine. They didn't have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so they built genuine bonds, and she hopes that it continues. And then of course they asked her the question about her and GCJ, are they going to kick off the love story? And she said, well, she expects and hopes it happens. After all, she didn't expect this to happen, and here she is, all drooling and shit. She says that GCJ would obviously come to Nigeria and spend, his birthday with her, so she's expecting that they're going to be together very soon. And of course, it was a time to announce the second runner-up, that is the third person who is in the top 3 of the Big Brother Titans show. And then, Lawrence had a grand entrance into the house to announce that Tsatsii had been evicted from the show. She is obviously the second runner-up, the top 3 in the show first season, and it's amazing. Now, of course, when she was called onto the stage to be questioned on her experience, what she feels, she said the most amazing thing for her is just like she prayed. Y'all remember that in the diary session, she said if she can get to the top 3, she would really value it. And then she said, the top 3 would never be forgotten whenever people think about this season of the show. And it's indeed true. She said it was a beautiful experience. And then they asked her the question of her and Kanaga Jr., knowing that she nominated him multiple times and stuff. How is it going to be? How does she feel about him? She says she obviously likes him so much, and she hopes things go well. And then, for her nominating him, they were not going to mix, fun with the game and stuff like that. That was the reason. And then, of course, when she was saying that she would see how it goes, I was like, girl, why are you giving me like a little bit of doubt? That's not cool. Oh, Ibuka made me emotional just now. Well, Ibuka entered the house to meet Khosi and Kanaga Jr., the finalists, and then he needed to go on a tour with them throughout Big Brother's house, and it was crazy. He started from, I would not even start saying from here to here. What he was doing was going to each of the rooms, the lounge, the arena. Did he go to the arena? He went to he pointed to the head of house lounge, to Santin, to Alex, to the dressing room, the bathroom, as he began to talk about a lot of things that happened there. And I was just emotional. It was beautiful. As he was talking, he was saying lights out, after he talks about each of them. It was beautiful. And I just realized that initially I didn't like Big Brother show. But then, having to have started the journey from day 1 till today with them and with you guys, the viewers, it is emotional, honestly. I would not take anything away from it. The dragging of your favorites, the arguments you have in the comment section, everything was beautiful. And it was now time to announce the winner of the Big Brother Titans Season 1 2023 edition. It was now time to announce, Khosi and Kanaga Jr. were brought up on stage, and they were asked if their feud from last night, when they were all drunk, was settled. They responded by giving each other a very good, strong hug. And then it was announced that Khosi has won the Big Brother Titans Season 1. And all I could do was scream, because what the hell? Girl is amazing. Girl is amazeballs. Girl knew and played the game from the beginning to the end. She came in innocent, acting all tuition shit, and I'm like, girl, you know what she was doing.